Hey everyone, and welcome to another one of our videos. Today I've got a W221 S-Class modification. Second one I'm going to be showing on the channel. Showed the front marker lights earlier. And this one is rear wheel spacers. Still don't know if I'm going to do anything on the front. I'm going to see how everything looks once I put the rears on. But these are H&R 15mm wheel spacers that are going to be going on. They are H&R part number 3055665. If you look those up, if you put in a 221 S-Class, the model year and everything into H&R's website, these come up as compatible for the rear. I read on the forums that they're compatible with the front. I can confirm that they are not. I bought these to see if they would be compatible with the front because I didn't think that they would be, and they are not. So I knew that I would use them on the rear if they weren't. So I'm going with not so aggressive of a spacer on this car. You can go up to about 25mm, but once you start doing that, you may need to start trimming some plastic away in the fender well and everything. Don't want to do that. I just want to space them out a little bit so they don't have as much of a sunken in look. I also don't want to kick up a ton of water and dirt and stuff on the car either, being a black car. So with the 15mm spacers, you're going to need extended lug bolts. They are H&R part number 1456002. They should be the correct ones to go with that 15mm spacer. It should be 15mm longer than stock. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera in a little bit closer, show you how to install the spacer. It's super simple. So should be a nice, easy installation. All right, wheel spacer installation time. It gets really technical. You take the wheel spacer, you line up the holes, put it on the hub, sit it down, installation complete. That was super difficult, right? Not too bad, obviously. On most cars, wheel spacers are not too terribly difficult. And this one just gets sandwiched in the wheel with longer, or in between the wheel and hub with the longer bolts. So super easy. I will say, one thing that makes installing the wheel back on a lot easier is what are called wheel hangers or a wheel alignment tool. You can find them under those different names. They obviously have different threads depending on what your wheel bolt thread pitch and size is. But essentially what it does is thread into the hole on the hub, and you have two of them on a wheel, generally speaking, and it's a dowel that sticks out essentially. So they make sure that your wheel spacer doesn't move around as you're trying to put your wheel on, and that everything just stays aligned. And you can hang your wheel on them, push it into place, thread your bolts on. Makes life a lot easier. Essentially gives you a wheel stud like what you have on a Japanese or American vehicle. I have those, but I don't have those with me when I'm working on the car. So I'm going to go ahead and get the wheel back on it, maybe a party to do that. Get the new lug bolts in, and then I'm going to drop the car down. I'm in the middle of a brake job, so I'm going to finish that up beforehand, but I'll drop it down and show you what the finished product looks like. Both the new wheel bolts from H&R, which are leaps and bounds better than Mercedes, by the way, and show you what the new spaced out stance looks like. Alrighty, we have the wheel spacers on, car's back on the ground, everything's torqued to spec. You can see that the new rear wheel spacers look awesome. Zoom in a little bit, refocus. Very nice. Very nice. In fact, the front ones I think need some spacers too here coming soon. So I'll have to figure that out, get some front spacers going for this thing. But really happy with how the rears turned out. They are as flush as I would want them on any kind of daily driver, which is what this car is for me. So, again, super happy. Can't recommend H&R spacers enough. I've been running them for years on other cars and never had an issue. Always super high quality. With that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.